Today I will be talking about the history of architecture and why we don't have the ability to recreate them, technology and modern day use for architecture, and the future of architecture. Why is historical architecture so fascinating? It is fascinating because it shows the kind of technology we had, what they did for entertainment, and it told a story. A lot of Roman architecture was beautiful. They were very technologically advanced in concrete. According to Mark Cartwright, Romans used concrete rubble that was reserved for filler materials, but realized it could be used for stronger, greater weight, creating greater span spacing and new building opportunities. It is called opus crematus from the stone aggregate cremata, which is mixed with lime mortar. The material is super thick consistency, which is mixed with lime. Material super thick consistency, which is hard to pour like modern day concrete and instead laid down. The first documented evidence was the 2nd and 3rd century before Common Era, where concrete was made from volcanic sand and had high silica content, where it can set and harden underwater and be more stronger than modern day architecture. According to Big Grids, in the early modern period, they had a lot of ability to create cement, or they had lost the ability to create cement, but it was discovered more than 1,000 years later. It is important to preserve architecture to show that its history, like the Joslin Art Museum. It opened November 1931 as a non-profit, where Sarah Joslin funded and donated over $3 million to be built. From the 1970s to the late 1980s, it began to expand from public spaces to new galleries. Now the building has a whole new modern expansion, adding a new addition to the side of the building. But what kind of technology was used to design the addition to the art museum? In modern day architecture, technology has a huge impact from how we design buildings and create architecture using computer softwares like building information modeling, also known as BIM, virtual reality, and sustainable buildings. What is building information modeling, also known as BIM? BIM is the computer softwares that are used to create construction documents in 3D or 2D. It holds a lot of information used to help aid in creating modern day buildings. It allows you to lay out furniture, edit sizes of windows, creating window schedules, and so on. It can create the whole building. These software programs include Revit, AutoCAD, Autodesk, Bluebeam, Rhino, and more. 3D renderings are used to convey and show what the end result would look like. It is important to understand how the end result will be and show if there is any problem or errors that will not work in the model. It is a great way to add different materials in furnishing designs. While creating models using BIM, it is also an easy way to create sustainable and smart buildings. What does SMART stand for? According to Matteo, SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-based. They are very different and doesn't give room to have your own interpretation. The article breaks down the acronym, and so these are all very straightforward. The S, specific, means we need a 30% increase in our monthly store purchases. Measurable, we need our users to increase their donations by 30%. We want to actionable, we want to increase the users' engagement on articles from the blog. Realistic, we expect a conversion rate of 10% for the new website. Time-based, we want to acquire 1,000 users on a monthly basis for the next 6 months. What are sustainable buildings? According to SB Toolkit, it's how it evolves over time. It is measured by social impacts, energy efficiency, and resource goals. It reduces waste and uses less resources to reduce the impact on the environment. Today we talked about the history of architecture, why we don't have the ability to recreate them, technology in modern day architecture, and smart and sustainable designs. Thank you.